Did you ever believe that people could actually speak in tongues, or is that all just a bunch of bullshit?
Weird. That's a tough subject.
I mean, it's just something I was thinking about because it's like, hi everyone, welcome back to the Too Good for You podcast, the only podcast in California. It's Tyson joined by E-Man as always. Yep. It's two of us this week, but yeah, let's get into it because I got a bone to pick with gibberish.
With gibberish. Gibberish being tongues?
Yeah, because what is
tongues?
Exactly, it's literally speaking gibberish.
Isn't like the Holy Spirit? That's what it is, right?
That's what they say. Yeah, they say, oh, the Holy Spirit's speaking through you, so you speak in tongues, but you're just going to...
And then you get crowded, and everyone's like,
like, oh, you're so holy. But I just did it.
So are you speaking in tongues?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, do you think, to you, as someone who, is a man of faith, who goes to church on 2 holidays out of the year and
okay,
every baptism. As a man who
You're
is
calling out a whole religion,
as a man who is invested into his lifestyle, because I was like, people always would say like, oh yeah, speaking in tongues, and I always thought like, yeah, I could do that shit. So what makes them so special?
I just think it's the what is it? Is euphoric the right word for it? Where you're just kind of like you're in the moment, and then it just coming at you, and whatever's in your head or what's not in your head might just comes out, Okay. I don't know if that's real or not. Maybe it's like you're kind of groomed into it.
That's what I'm saying. Like for me, like if I just go up to like a church one day and I'm just chilling, all of a sudden I just go like oh my god, like this child, man,
He's got the Holy Spirit in him.
But I'm just spitting. I'm just spewing gibberish. It's like what constitutes tongues? I guess is what I'm saying. Like when does someone who's just having an outburst or
I think the setting has to be in a church in order for it to be tongues.
Okay.
Right? Now, how you get into it, I really don't know. I mean,
I just want to know the classification of it. Like,
I mean, how does one even start? They're preaching, right? You got the pastor up there. He's talking. It's the word of God. And
just
then,
like us.
Yeah. And then
we should become pastors.
You could actually become a pastor.
Yeah.
Like on an online course.
$200.
Hey, so welcome to the Holy Podcast.
Dude, we could do that because then we can make this a church and then we get to be tax exempt. You guys are going to have to start calling me fucking Father Tyson from now on, motherfuckers.
Imagine a pastor that's like you. Oh my God, I would go to church more.
I would be great. When I was going to church, I was literally like a teenager thinking I could do this shit.
Really?
Yeah, easy, bro.
I'm surprised you weren't part of like a youth group for a church.
Not where I was like invested outside of the church because I was like, hey, I go every week. That's enough time commitment for me. Like I didn't like stay after or like agree to help. But there were times where I was sitting there and I'm like, I could do this preaching shit and I can read a book and sound very convincing.
Wait, in your church when you were going, did you hear tongues?
No, because I think that's only for. I feel like it's only like a Baptist type church thing.
Yeah, it's a specific practice.
I think it's like Baptist. I think it's like Baptist.
I don't know. I mean, like I'm Catholic for those of you who don't know, but Catholic is like a routine. There's a set routine for the church,
So if you start speaking in tongues, they might think
they'll probably think I'm possessed.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not the Holy Spirit. That's a demon coming in.
Yes, they're just like, oh, this person needs help.
They said, refute or in the name of the Lord, I rebuke you, and spray me with holy water.
Dunk you,
and I'm like
a chicken nugget into the holy water.
He's gonna have a squirt gun.
Yeah,
range right there.
But yeah, so I don't know. That was my
bone pick.
Yeah, because it's like I can speak gibberish. So does that mean like I'm holy? And have I just like, can you speak gibberish?
I don't even know how to speak gibberish.
So maybe it's not.
Maybe it's not. I honestly
think... So go ahead and try for me right now.
Dude, is that considered gibberish? What's considered gibberish now?
I don't know, but you're kind of... Yeah.
See, I feel like I was like fucking... What's his name? Not the Thornberry.
Yeah, you're just making noises.
Yeah. But is that... Well, I need an example. I need to see it in and like see what really happens.
All right, guys, this is the best part of the podcast where we decide to look up things and make you guys watch something that we're watching because you guys can't see it. So we're going to look up speaking in tongues and see what comes up. Let's see why I stopped speaking in tongues.
Why I stopped?
There's a video.
So that means he could do it.
Why
without...
I stopped speaking in tongues and why you may want to too.
Wait, so that means that the people know what they're doing. They're not being possessed by the Holy Spirit.
That's what I'm saying. That's like
that's
me just going. And your eyes
are rolling back. I don't know.
And it's like, wow. These are some very long videos that I do not really care to put all of us through. I need to find like a. That's a TikTok version.
Give me a short.
Shit. Yeah.
And over your pastoral ministry at Bethlehem, you've encouraged people to pursue
the
range of the spiritual gifts.
This guy is
What do you mean by speaking in tongues?
Tyson's gonna send me the video so I can put it up.
Let's hear what Desiring God on YouTube has to say. Speak up.
We've gone through seasons at Bethlehem where
It's gonna take way too long.
The whole podcast is now.
It's just an old guy talking to a guy. I'm just gonna look up a definition. I was thinking a video would be cooler, but this isn't working out the way that I.
Sorry, y'all.
The way I planned, because you know us, we just planned so well for this show. Speaking in tongues. What does it mean if you can speak in tongues? Speaking in tongues when an individual speaks a language that he or she does not know.
So, okay, so if they're speaking a different language, and it's not gibberish, it is like a different language, then okay.
But how do we know? Like, I could be like, oh, this is a language from 2400 BC. It's called Shmugili. And it's
See, okay. That's when I'd be like, wait, what language is that?
And it's Shmugli. It's an ancient Sumerian subscript of a language that was only used in Mesopotamia from the 4000 BC area to the 600 BC area. Only in the southeasternmost region of Mesopotamia.
I can't tell if he really does know that because he sounds pretty confident.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I could be a pastor, bro. This shit's easy.
Okay, but he said tongues is speaking in a different language. It's like you're possessed.
Speaking in tongues when an individual speaks a language that he or she does not know. These tongues can include human language, with which the speaker is unfamiliar, or non-human holy language with which no person is familiar.
Which is the most common one.
Which is gibberish
for the tongues. Hey. If you speak tongues, come on the show. Let's have a holy episode.
The ability to speak in tongues is one of many potential spiritual gifts. That's what I'm saying. Like, me doing this entire bit in the beginning, am I just like, oh my God, this guy must be Jesus Christ 2.0 because he is just speaking in tongues? Or, like, what constitutes that? Because if it's a language in which no person is familiar, who's to tell me that I'm wrong and not speaking Jesus Christ's own goddamn language?
I get it. You're valid. You have valid points.
I mean, I'm asking questions.
No,
I'm trying to make points. I'm just...
Okay, so you're making...
an observation
very
that...
reasonable observation.
That tongues is a little BS, and I wanted to know from you if you thought... What your opinion on speaking in tongues was before I just...
Well, now that I know what tongues is, I mean, if you feel compelled to speak in a language that no one understands but you're like, you're doing it in a way that is best for how you praise God or whatever, then sure, by all means. But if someone saw that outside of your church or that church setting, they're going to probably think you're crazy. That is my thing. So I think it, like I said, depends on the setting, which is the church, and the specific religion that practices and uses tongues. So.
Yeah, man.
Was that too safe for you? Were you looking for an outrageous answer?
No, I don't know. That's what I was at. I was confused. I don't know the answer to this. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what is this?
Yeah, so if you speak tongues, come on the episode so you could explain to us what this means.
It's an activity or practice in which people utter words or speech-like sounds, often thought by believers to be languages unknown to the speaker. One definition used by linguists is the fluid vocalizing of speech-like syllables that lack any readily comprehended meaning. That's literally what I was just doing.
Like I said, setting, bro.
Like,
I think setting is what's most important. Because, like you said, there could be a hobo on the street just talking gibberish.
The most divine creature of them all. The pure hobo. All you do is travel across
the drifter,
the world and beg for money.
Hey, that'd be kind of cool.
Not really.
I would watch his journey.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
Why?
Because what am I supposed to pay attention to? Oh, there he goes. Shitting on the street again.
Bro, actually, no. There's something I want to talk to you about that's kind of relating to it. And it's on YouTube. Like, people just live stream their whole day. Like, exactly what
it's called IRL streams.
That's what it's called? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a hobo IRL stream I think would be super interesting.
You were there when I got IRL streamed in Vegas.
And what? Was I fully there though? Was I fully there? That's the real question.
Remember we were at Taco Bell? Remember we were at Taco Bell Cantina?
I remember parts of that night.
Interesting. Okay.
Was it night? It was a night.
It was the middle of the fucking
night. It was like 4 a.m. or 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't remember a stream.
Yeah, there was a guy who came up to me because I was just like everyone else was like sitting down and I was the one that was like standing up. And I was like close to like the edge and some guy like had like a backpack and then like a tripod with like his phone on it, but it like chat. I could like see chat was like on it, and he was,
damn, they up at 3 a.m.
and he was just like, say what's up to bro, and I was like, yo, what's up, chat? But yeah, I don't know.
Damn, I wish I like kind of scoured the internet after that trip so I could see if you made it into the clip.
Yeah, I'm sure it's somewhere on the internet somewhere, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember that, dude, actually.
No? Well.
Again, like I said, probably not fully there.
But yeah, hobo IRL stream, I don't know, man. I feel like you'd just be boring after like the 7th spare change.
No, but okay. Not
spare coochie.
It can't be the kind of person that panhandles at one location only. You need a drifter hobo.
I don't think those exist anymore. You would have to put a GoPro on a 1950s
with a wooden stick and
with
the
wooden
polka dot little bag
with a little hanky cheek. Just a train jumper. That's what you need.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm sure there's someone out there that would do it and pretend like they're a hobo. There's people already that do it without streaming.
What, be hobos?
Yeah, panhandle. You tell me you ain't seen that. You're in the middle of an intersection. Mm-hmm. Sign. Oh.
Yes, rip on the underprivileged email.
No. I'm not ripping on the underprivileged.
Give it to us.
I'm ripping on the fuckers that use that as an excuse to get more money.
Interesting.
Because, okay, what I was going to say, you see a guy with the sign, right? But he has brand new Nikes on, nice pants. Mm-hmm. Looks like he just got up, went to like a brunch, and then came to the spot.
Okay.
That is who I'm ripping on.
So you think that there are people that are using that?
Oh, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
And what does their sign say?
That's hard to dictate. But I will say no. It is hard to dictate because you don't know if it's real or not. I mean, you kind of have a feeling when you see them, right? But the ones that I've seen that when they look very presentable and clean and like not homeless.
I don't see dirt level. Like I also don't see color. I also don't see dirt level. We're all
maybe you should. But like it's like, lost my job. Please help. Or I think I've seen a guy. I mean, this one might be true, but it's a veteran. Like Army veteran. No.
If y'all could see my eyes right now.
Yeah, I know. Take off the glasses. Let's get your true reactions
It's all
today.
good, man. Keep it up.
Or like, need to feed a family of 4. I have 4 kids.
Yeah.
But the kids are nowhere to be found. You know, like.
Yeah. So subject the children to standing on the corner begging for money
but
instead of
it's
being in school. I like it. Yes.
No, but see, that's the thing. Like, come on, you know, there's things. I mean, okay,
We're on a hot one.
this is a hot take, and I feel like we're gonna get canceled one way or another. But okay, if you're doing it because you're in desperate need of money, and like you look clean because you are clean, and you just really in desperate need of money, then I guess that'll be the pass. That would be the pass for me. But if you're doing it and then you hop into a Mercedes Benz to go home and do whatever else you're doing, and that's your stock extra money, then I'm gonna have a problem with that. That is what I'm getting at. I see where it was going. I'm gonna try to divert it and turn it into that. So, anywho, back to the topic. Where were we at?
man. Yeah, I'll just let that one slide. I don't need to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but we'll go ahead and just keep moving. So yeah, speaking in tongues, you guys can just call me, the divine spirit, Ty, or whatever you guys want to call me, because obviously I'm just a fucking holy man. Yeah. So tongues, interesting concept. Yeah. But yeah, we're back, guys. It's just us two. Just big chilling, doing the damnest.
Yeah.
What's been going on in your life?
Well, guys, Ty, and that's so weird calling you that.
It's the divine spirit, Ty.
Sorry,
but yes.
divine spirit. Mr. Divine. It's October, right?
It is October. That
October.
means it's the 10th month out of the 12 months that we have on this Gregorian calendar that the majority of the world uses to dictate time. So yes, it is October of the year 2023.
Yeah.
Which some people have a problem with that. I think in China they have like a different year.
Why did the calendar end in 2020?
No,
2012?
there's just I don't know. They're just on a different thing. Like they're like in a different. Maybe it's not China, but I think there's like some country who just uses a different calendar.
Anywho, since we're kind of on hot takes right now, October has to be one of the worst months.
You're actually stupid.
I'm really not.
Stupid.
It's probably
dumb.
one of the worst months. Okay, personally for me, then it's one of the worst months. There's a lot of good things in October. The weather changes, it gets colder. Great. I'm not a fan of the heat. I like hoodie season. Cool. You have Oktoberfest. Amazing.
Oktoberfest is in September.
No, why is it called Oktoberfest then?
Because what did I say last week? Because it's for the change of the season. It's not for the month. October does not, in German, is not October.
I'll learn something new every day, every week while I'm here, right? Sports are in full effect. Great. There's more sports happening during this month. What really makes it the worst month for me is the amount of horror that I see, that I'm subjected to during this month. I'm watching the game, preview, Exorcist. I'm watching YouTube, can't skip the ad, fucking hearing Devil Children and Exorcist. Like, scary shit. I'm watching scary shit. That's the worst. That's what makes this the worst month. It's just forced on me.
So
Scary shit is
how about you
worse
just grow a pair and get over it?
No, bro. Okay. See, that's the thing. I love, like, Universal Horror Nights, not scary fun. The scary stuff, Like, I love that stuff. I love going to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't scare me. It's a thrill.
Yeah.
It's not a scare. But when there's CGI and heavily produced horror movies, and I'm subjected to nonstop commercials and nonstop ads, that's when I start getting pissed off and I start hating this month. That's what I hate about October.
So you're the kind of kid who would get cyberbullied and just not turn off the computer because you're like, yo, I'm subjected to this bullying online.
Bro, I'm not gonna change the channel if the game's on.
If it's a commercial, why do you need to watch the commercial? Just flip to another game. And usually there's 6 games going on at one time.
All right, Tyson, look, I don't have cable. I'm using a streaming service. You know how much work it is to...
So then just do something else. Get up. Go get a fucking
The noise
drink.
is still there. The noise is still there. The sound is still there.
Just mute it until the game. Like, you act like you can't fix things. It's 2023.
It doesn't matter.
It's not like we're subjected to being forced to watch these things. This is not a Clockwork Orange type
It's not
shit.
that I'm being forced, but I am subjected to it. And it's constantly popping up.
So,
and that's what makes it the worst fucking month.
Divert your attention. That's all you have to do. It's called divert your attention.
No.
You have a phone in your pocket,
No, you
right?
know what it is.
You
Okay.
have a phone in your pocket, right?
That. It's not even that. It's not even that I could divert my attention. I do divert my attention once it comes on. It's the fact that the first second that pops up is like one of the fucking pop scares, and that's what gets
They
me.
never do a pop scare. It's just called a sting, brother. It's just noise. There's nothing visually scary for the first second. You can't do that. So,
Anywho, my hot take. October
that's
has to
an
be...
absolutely horrible take.
It's not a terrible take. It's personal for me at this point.
Exactly. That's just a personal
No, okay.
vendetta. That's not... You take a poll of the entire United States, bet you less than 5% will agree with you that October is the worst month.
Okay. All right. Take the survey, but listen to the podcast. Listen to my reasoning before you take it.
I'm gonna take a survey right now.
Oh, what is the worst month of the year?
Survey of worst month. Survey of least favorite month. YouGov.
Let me guess. Hold on. Let me try
No,
to
you
guess.
don't get to guess.
Why? I said October is mine. That's my personal choice. Worst month? Probably... What, March? What's in March?
No, man. This is the definitive ranking of the best and worst months of the year. This is old metrics. I need a freaking
What is this? U.S. Census 2020?
freaking new 2023. Yeah, this is too much business fucking shit. Okay, well, let's look what the Washington Post had to say in 2015 as
Damn, bro,
America's favorite months.
December.
May, October, June, December, July, April, September, November, August, March, January, February.
So February is the worst one? Is that what it's on that listing? Washington Post is kind of racist.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Good housekeeping. The best and worst months of the year ranked by Science. August 5th, 2015. And the result is... It's too old of a link. None of the things are working. All right.
Why did you get redirected to 2015? Like, there's no
That's
other
the only
ones.
time when people were, I guess, doing surveys for the America's
Best and
favorite months. So now we're back on. Let's try this. We are on the Today Show. Survey reveals America's favorite months and days. Who gives a fuck about the days? But the Today Show says... This is dumb, dude. No one's giving me anything. All right, fuck that. I'm going to need our fabulous listeners to go ahead and give this the job and just tell us what the best month is and why E-Man is wrong and October is not the worst.
My hot take. That's all it is. But
Yeah.
like I said, there's a lot of fun stuff in October. I just hate the horror movies and commercials that come out with it.
That's, again, dude, that's such an easy, just don't pay attention to that type of shit. Like that's literally just getting cyberbullied type shit.
I think
like,
we
right,
had
we'll
the discussion already when the Avengers came out, and I watched the spoiler. And when you kind of said the same thing. You're like, "Why did you watch the spoiler? You could have just stopped yourself."
Yeah.
But it's something that just happens. Like, you just
so it's you. It's personally just you who's doing this to yourself.
Hot take. Personally, not even hot take. Personally, yeah, that's why.
So don't complain.
I'm gonna complain.
You cannot say that this is the worst month for you because you're subjected to this when you literally just admitted that you are morbidly interested in watching it regardless, even though you know you aren't gonna like it. You can't just like be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this, and then be like, oh yeah, now I hate this month.
Oh, I most definitely can.
No,
and I will.
It's not how it works.
Yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
All right, what do you hate, Tyson? Let's see. Let's hear it. What do you hate?
Shit.
I'm sure there's gonna be some morbid interest in it, too.
No, because if I'm paying attention to it, like I have to care a little bit, right? If I absolutely don't care, like not a huge fan of Andrew Tate, never watched anything that has to do with that guy. If he comes up, next. I'm not gonna sit there. I don't care. It does not involve me. I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna entertain the.
But that's the thing. You get to choose when you get to watch, and if like that kind
even if it comes up as an ad, okay, I'm not paying attention to this.
You're gonna X out your app. You're gonna completely close out what you were supposed to watch.
I can either do something else while the ad is running,
and you come back and it's still running. Oh shit, man! You got caught.
You can see on the bottom how long the ad's gonna take.
You know what's it? Even though you know how long it is, it's still coming up. It's still happening. And then what if you come a little bit too early, 1 second early? That's the scariest part, the fucking pop scare.
Then it's called mute, bro. Just put the mute on if you don't want to listen to it. Just turn the fucking mute on. You can use your eyes.
I'm sure there's people that are going to agree with me.
No one's going to agree with
me. The people who don't like scary movies, I think, may agree with me.
No, because they probably are like, once I see something on that I know is going to be scary, I do not entertain that. They're not going to sit there and be like, oh, my God, I hate scary movies. I'm so scared. Let me watch this entire commercial about something I know I'm not going to enjoy. See, that's the thing.
All right, prime example. Let's put an example out there. YouTube. I don't have YouTube, Brad. The ad is forced on me. 10 seconds is forced on me.
There's a mute button on this as well.
Ads.
There's a mute button on there as well.
Yeah, I'm already freaked out in the first second.
You know your laptop has a mute button.
You think I'm watching YouTube on the laptop?
You know there's a mute. You can just turn the volume down on your fucking phone then.
Yeah, see.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever touched the volume button?
It's inconvenient, Tyson. There's inconvenience with all that.
So you would rather...
Because it's making me go out of my way to avoid it, to mute it, to lower the volume, to try to skip the ad, to pause it.
Yeah.
That's inconvenience.
So then pay.
You know what?
Pay for convenience then.
Why the fuck am I gonna pay for convenience?
Because you're a capitalist and you want convenience. So pay for the convenience to not worry about your bullshit horror ads that you obviously can't do this to. I'm holding down the volume button. See how much trouble that fucking took?
It's inconvenient.
It's not.
It's inconvenient. If I could have an option that says avoid any scary previews or like click an option, that's what they should do.
They have that, brother.
Where? On YouTube?
Yeah.
Show me where, because I'm going to install it right now.
When you're watching an ad.
And it says this doesn't pertain to me?
Yeah.
The little survey that comes with it?
Yeah.
That doesn't come up with a scary movie, Tyson.
Bro, it comes up with any ad.
No, it doesn't.
As long as it comes up in an ad, you hit that little eye or little 3 buttons on the right side. It brings up the thing and it says, yeah, I don't want to see this ad anymore because it has nothing. Bro,
it does not.
All right, man.
All right, you know what? I'm going to scroll through my YouTube after the show. And then I'll let you handle the scary preview for me and then do the setting for me.
No, you should watch it. Be a 27-year-old man and fucking just get over it.
No, dude. Fuck scary movies. There's no point in them.
Yeah, it's fun.
Look at you. You got offended with that one.
I didn't get offended. I just got defensive because it's like, yeah, dude, like just enjoy it.
Yeah, that's not enjoyable content for me. Watching 2 children possessed go into a church and act crazy, that's not my kind of spiel.
We just said you can act a fool in the church and it just be bullshit. So,
So the possessed one. Nah, she's speaking tongues.
yeah, exactly. Bro, possessions are so fucking stupid. They're not real. So let's just get that cat out of the bag first of all. But yeah, man.
I would say they're real. What makes them not real?
What metric do you have to...
What makes them not real? That's a good question that I want to ask you. What makes them not real?
Where's the proof that they are real?
I don't know.
Exactly.
You're doing a lot of crazy shit that you would never do, and
to what?
I
What are you
don't know.
talking
I'm
about?
not a fucking priest. I don't do exorcisms.
Those movies are fabrications. You think someone is really out there spinning their head in circles and throwing up and saying, "I'm gonna fucking..." No one's fucking doing that.
I'm sure there's Hollywood to it, but
all of it is Hollywood.
No, I'm pretty sure the concept. Okay, the concept that the movie is based on.
Yeah.
Exorcism, possession, demon, whatever. I would say that's kind of real. That
witches, the concept of witches.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that was fucking real.
And the Salem witch trials, where we just
that's
said,
history.
Fuck it, and we're just gonna burn women just because they can read.
No, see,
that's the same thing you're saying.
No, the criteria for them was very low. That was bare minimum. They didn't want women to do anything that was better that a man can do.
So that's you could say, right? If the Catholic Church is the one that does exorcisms, and you already said if you are speaking in tongues outside of the church, people are going to think, oh my God, this person's fucking crazy. So if I'm speaking in tongues, living in a small little rural farmhouse in Italy, just one day just wake up and my parents are like, oh my gosh, Monsignor, please save my child. He's fucking speaking crazy shit. They come and exorcise me because I'm talking gibberish. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then the priest is just like, you're done. You're blessed. And then he walks out and charges you $5,000.
What was that accent?
That's Italian. That's Italian Monsignor. You're blessed. And just fucking hits you with a fucking cross and then charges your family 5,000 pesos or whatever the currency in Italy is because they had to waste their time to do your bullshit exorcism. Again, and then they just,
again, I don't know what the criteria is for exorcism and what counts as an exorcism. But I'm sure that there's that's the basis of these movies. And of course, there's going to be Hollywood involved in the movies. Whatever they do, whatever they put, they're fucking...
Exactly.
Puking blood, puking black gunk.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen exorcism, so I can't even say if that's true or not. But...
when have you seen anything else remotely similar to that, though?
To an exorcism?
Well, just whatever it is you're afraid of. The crinkle crackles of the bones or the deep voice shit. Like, when have you ever been walking down the street like, oh, that guy's fucking having a problem because he's over there crinkling and crackling? Like, you don't see that shit.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's the Hollywood aspect of it. I don't know what the criteria is to be possessed.
What we're doing.
Talking?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a criteria for it.
That's what I'm saying, dude. If this was back in whenever the Catholic Church started, and they just said, "Oh yeah, we have to continue to let people believe that we're this almighty group," and they're like, "Oh, my child is fucking constipated. Like, oh, it must be a demon." They go and exorcise.
I think religion and science have come a far way.
Exactly. That's why exorcisms don't happen anymore.
That you know of. Why would they announce there's a fucking exorcism? I don't think that's good press. I don't think that they're going to be like, yeah, we fucking saved this boy.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That's what you're...
Slap on the back. Good job.
Hey, careful. Can't slap boys on the back anymore in that church. Careful now.
Not that kind of bad.
Careful.
Guy.
Hey, man. They've gotten in trouble for that a couple times. I don't know if they can do that anymore.
Look, Tyson's on a hot take with...
It's not a hot take. It's the sense of like if your whole business model is like we are the commanders, or I don't even know what the word would be, but we are the vessels for this divine spirit, right? And if a quote unquote if a possession involves your enemy, why wouldn't I want to brag to be like, oh yeah, we beat that fucker? Like, that's saying like we're doing our job of being on this guy's team and taking out our bad guy. Am I wrong? Like, that would be like, hey, look, we're doing our job. Like, we are taking the bad thing that our home team doesn't like, and we're kicking it out. So we're like, yeah, bro, I'll be racking that shit up. Like, boom, another one done, another one done. Look at our scoreboard, bitch. How many do you got? None. Look at that. We exercised all of y'all. But they're not doing that because it's not fucking real.
Nah. And this is all hypothetical.
Okay, give it to me.
They're not doing it because if they did say that was happening, if they did announce that, then that kind of makes them look weak at the same time. Because then it's like they're not doing their job enough to do, like, to spread the word or whatever, and there's demons fucking wreaking havoc, and it's like they can't keep that in control.
So you're saying
they're making it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like, yeah, you could fucking, I rebuke you, we won that round, but you kind of lost that round because he got possessed in the first place, so you didn't do your job in, like, spreading the word. You see what I'm saying? Does that kind of make sense? That's a technicality in it.
It's not the technicality because like if you were to take a survey again of just your entire state, how many people do you think have been exorcised in California?
You think they would announce it? I really don't think they would announce it.
But then it's like, obviously there's nothing to worry about because there's nothing like going on.
What if they didn't announce it because then it would cause mass hysteria amongst the people believe in it.
Yeah,
I think that would be a big concern because then they start losing faith in you because this shit's happening, and then you're kind of on a downhill.
Then that's more of like a mental problem because then it's like mass hysteria is mass hysteria. Hysteria is something that's not real.
This is like the aliens conversation. I feel like it's not announced. You know that it's there. There's some shit that there's something with it, which is why it's a thing. Because I don't think that shit just came up and they were like, yeah, you know what? There's other people out there. Let's call them aliens. Dog, there's a reason why there's aliens, and I'm pretty sure the same reason why there's demons or whatever.
Nah, man.
Or ghosts or dark spirits. You know.
I think that's a very literal like interpretation of things.
Is it? What that I mean,
very much so because right, if you're thinking that there is a physical entity that enters inside of your physical body and does what? Make you say the alphabet backwards, then it's like, oh, like that's a literal thing that's a literal interpretation of what this is saying instead of it being more of like a metaphorical allegory of which is mostly
they have to tag a physical entity to it because if not then it's not
grabbable. So they're just
explain the reasonings for like why someone acts this way. Or someone did that. You know, if they said that they're...
It's the same thing with, like, what they said about the Salem witch trials. Like, all those people who had ergot poisoning. Like, they were just... It was the fucking early days. They were eating fucking shit. Like, they were poisoned every other day.
I'm talking about present day, though.
There's no one being exorcised
that
presently.
You know of, Tyson.
No, just because it's not.
We're going to ask the father to come up to the show and start talking to us.
Science and technology has gotten too far enough to where the first place most people are going to go if someone's having a problem, like, oh, I'm going to take my child to the doctor. And the doctor's like, oh, yes, your child is having a seizure. Perfect. Now we know why my child is doing this in his fucking bed for, all night. Not a demon inside of him. Because, yes, back in the day, why is my child going like fucking this for hours? We have candles that light our entire fucking house. I don't know what this is. So who do you turn to? There's no scientists. There's only priests. You come to you say, priest, my little boy, he's going crazy. Huh? Yes, that's where the fucking Vatican is. He's going crazy. I don't know what's wrong with him. And the priest is like, okay, my child, I'll follow you to your home and we'll see what's going on with your kid. And then they come to you like, ay, Dios mío, and he fucking.
I think that was Spanish.
I know, but I don't know what they would say. I don't know what the Italian, phrase for "oh my God" would be. When they come in, they're like, "Oh my God, he's possessed because he's shaking." It's like, no, he's just having a seizure, right? Like the science and technological like information that we have now has rooted out everything that they could have considered a possession that required exorcism.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure criteria has changed over time.
Why would you just change? They're like, oh, hey guys, so we kind of lost.
You just said it because times have changed with medical.
So you're just
technology.
gonna be like, all right, guys. So seizures aren't exorcisms. We can't exorcise kids with seizures anymore. We have to exorcise them if they have something else now.
I mean, I don't know how it works, but I'm sure there was some conversations like this.
How does that make sense?
The Pope is like, hey man. They
beat us at our fucking game.
They found out that
we were bullshitting on the Caesars.
No, not even that. I'm just saying, like, all right, we've messed up. That's a seizure. Now we know.
So now
let's find what else. Like, there's something else.
Let's see what else we can decide. Right. We'll just start poisoning the people so they start throwing up, and they're like, "Oh my God, they're fucking possessed." It's like, no, man, they're just sick.
The Vatican's gonna come after us now. We're talking too much,
which is fine. And just again, same thing with like the government. Just tell us, bro, aliens exist. I'm happy. Exorcisms aren't really a thing anymore. Perfect. Everyone's happy.
I did see a show that had an exorcism without all the like dramatics of it.
If you saw a show, it's dramatics.
No, it was like a. I think I told you this. He's like a tourist that does dark stuff instead of like actual tourist stuff. Okay. So he goes to different places in the world and does stuff that people could actually do, like as a tourist, or pay for. And one of them was he went to Mexico City. And went to like this village called I forget what, but they pray to the angel of death kind of thing, right? And then there's an exorcist, like someone's possessed. They go to the church, and this lady's screaming like all this stuff, and then she starts. I think she throws up. I can't remember.
Okay.
But the guy's witnessing it, and he's like, "That was a very uncomfortable feeling because it's something you don't ever see or expect." And that could have been an exorcism, a modern day exorcism, for all I know.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
And let me make sure I heard this right.
Hold on. What are you gonna do?
Let me make sure I heard this right. You said this is a guy who travels around and does touristy things that aren't like your normal tourist things.
Yeah. So, like example, Japan. He goes and hikes in the forest of death or whatever it's called, suicide forest. He goes to...
Yeah, but you said for this one he went...
This one he went to Mexico.
And he paid for this...
No, he was in the town, the town that does... Yeah, prays to the... I forget the name. Angel Death, whatever.
Sure.
But there's a church there, of course. Mm-hmm. And, like, that's where...
And he's paying for this stuff.
No, he's not paying for this one.
Oh, okay.
He's just there in the town. He's there in the town because he's doing a real life simulation of a border crossing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Crazy stuff, dude. It's crazy.
Okay.
But anyway, while he was down there, one of his time was he went to a church. There was a possession happening. They were doing an exorcism on the lady. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah.
Do you think they would have known that, like, hey, we have this high-profile person with a film crew coming over to our town. We should probably, live up to our Angel of Death city name?
I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. See, you're taking the fun out of it right now.
But
I don't think.
It's not that I take the fun out of things. It's like if I look at something and I'm like, that's why I always don't believe. You can't believe everything you see.
No,
especially like on TV, the internet, any of that shit. Like, unless it's like, yo, dude, here's the proof signed by fucking the Lord himself that this was an exorcism. It's like, dude, like, how do we know this person? They're not just doing a fucking bit for this to get more clicks for the talking points. Like, hey, I just saw the exorcism on TV the other day. It's like, no, you didn't. Like,
valid point observation there.
It's just, I just have a very rational and like I can see like some of the flaws or like how someone would like do that.
I don't think he had a full film crew though. Okay. He's like Bear Grylls kind of style. Like, kind of thing. But Anyways, you watch it and then we'll talk about it.
I'll check it out.
All right.
But I mean, if you can watch that, you can watch a commercial for a fake.
Nah,
movie.
that one. See, that one's Hollywood, bro.
It makes no sense,
Hollywood.
dude. That's
How does it not make sense?
If anything, that should be worse for you because then you're like, oh my god, it's
like
real.
seeing a real thing?
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, it's real. Not oh
But
my
like
god,
you
I
said-
can tell that this is fucking makeup and special effects.
But like you said, like I'm not seeing. You know what? Why it makes me uncomfortable? Scary movies because it's unrealistic. And it's fucking scary as shit.
Yeah,
so
'cause
like
that's what it's
bones
supposed
cracking,
to.
blood coming out of their eyes and mouth and everything.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, see, no. When I saw it on the show,
you're like, this is bullshit. This lady's
like,
just.
I'm not saying.
Yeah, she's
Or a deep voice or the demonic voice or nothing. No, I don't see that. Which is why it doesn't make it scary. That's my whole thing. I'm subjected to actually seeing this kind of scary shit because it's October. That's it.
Shouldn't have been born in a place where we celebrate Hallows
Halloween.
Eve, brother. Move to a different country where they don't do that. You'll never have to subject yourself to it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna move to a different country, but
Best.
maybe I'll go to Italy. Be with my peoples.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have a fantastic time with you out there.
Oh yeah.
Little boy, come here. We want to give you a special tour
Oh
of
yeah. This
my
guy.
pizza palace.
This guy.
Show you my holy pizza.
Anywho. Okay. Good topic.
And you see Taylor Swift is all over the NFL now.
Bro, she made Kelsey. What's his name? Yeah. Travis. Kelsey? Help me out here.
I'm gonna let you figure this out, brother.
Help me out.
I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and tell the story.
No.
Since Mr. Sportsman over here.
I'm definitely not.
Mr.
But
Sportsman over here, let me tell you a little something about motherfucking sports.
no, I heard that everyone is saying that Taylor Swift made him popular, even though he's
Wow,
the most
that's
popular
fucked up.
tight end. We had this discussion last week.
Yeah, so you're lucky. We did, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
That's right.
Forgot.
But
Well, there was the second game before last week, so
she wasn't at that game.
she was at the last two games.
She was at the last two? Oh, I didn't see her at the last one. Swifties, man. Taking over NFL.
Yep.
What would you do if she was dating, what's his name? Derek Carr?
I wouldn't care.
But then, like,
I don't care. Like I'm not there.
you don't say it ruins the
I-
team.
It ruins it when I'm trying to watch fucking football and they keep doing cut shots to fucking Taylor Swift in a
But that's what I'm
box.
saying,
I'm like,
they do
bro,
it for
shut
your
the
team.
fuck up. Like,
I'm saying, like, she does it. She starts dating Derek Carr, Saints, and then all Saints is known for now.
it's just annoying.
Is Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's
and
more
Swift.
annoying than like anger. It's more just like, bro, I don't care. Like, I'm a fan of football. Let me watch football. I don't want to pay attention to celebrities. Like, I'm here to watch the game. Like, I'm trying to party. I'm trying to do the damn football cheers. I don't want to watch what celebrities are in the box.
So what I'm hearing is Taylor Swift is ruining NFL. Is that what I'm hearing?
You heard it here first. Sources close to the Too Good For You podcast have confirmed that Taylor Swift is ruining the NFL.
I wonder what other big name can ruin a sport.
It's more so that they just keep like jumping on it. Like they just keep talking about it. Like the announcers who are supposed to be calling the game are just like doing little fun facts about Taylor Swift. Oh, she's eating a chicken nugget right now. Like, I don't give a fuck.
What if this was NFL's whole ploy to try to get more, like, different kind of
They
audience?
don't need to.
More. But I'm saying,
they're the most expensive franchise of any sport.
are they? I would have thought football or soccer. I was gonna say football.
Not MLS.
No, not what's FIFA?
That's an organization. That's not a.
Isn't NFL considered an organization?
But like in America,
Oh,
like
in
it's
America
the
alone.
NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and MLS. Like NFL has probably
Oh, the
3 of those companies combined wealth.
Yeah, I mean,
So there's
okay,
no
no,
need that they're like struggling. That's like that's like saying the only way that this would work, or like say if they're trying to do that, would be like say like if Taylor Swift started dating Messi once Messi came to Miami for the MLS, then it'd be like, oh, now they're just like doing this shit because they're bringing Messi to Miami on a team that was absolutely garbage that no one cared about, and their ticket prices just soared through the roof. They got the fucking check for that. Well, the NFL doesn't need that.
That's because it's Messi. He's as big. He's bigger than Taylor Swift, or as big. I don't even know, but
that's what I'm saying.
He's up there.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
but like an NFL member, like the only other person I could think of right now off the top of my head that everyone kind of knows with NFL is Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't think he would have that same influence if he.
No, because he's a football player and you're watching a football game. So yes, I would hope they would talk about Tom Brady, who's a football player at a football game.
Versus Taylor Swift.
That's if like Tom Brady's at a Taylor Swift concert and the camera at the concert keeps like cutting to Tom Brady like every like 20 minutes. I was like, bro, the people here for the show aren't here to look at Tom Brady. Like, who gives a fuck that he's here? Like, it's cool he's here, but like, no one's here for that. Everyone's here for the action. Everyone's here for what's going on. We lost the camera.
We sure did.
What the fuck happened, man? Well, I guess, folks, we're going to have to say toodaloo. E-Man is off screen and black as night.
Excuse me?
But you can't see him, so we're gonna have a little conversation, just the two of us. Folks, please give E-Man all of your loving admiration, kind words, and whatever you can do to make our poor little dark square over there happy. Say some nice things. Like and subscribe. Follow us on all of our social medias. Head over to patreon.com/toogoodforyoupod. $5 a month supports the show. Makes us real happy. And like I said, check out all of our social medias. It's at Too Good For You Pod. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. Just go look it up. Give our little boys something to be happy about. E-Man over there! Where can they find you?
Hit me on Instagram at Emmanuel Tonap. Everything else I don't want you to find. Tyson?
Sorry, it's a little delayed. He was too far away over there. But yeah, you guys can find me on all my socials at Tyson X Phillip. All right, guys, we'll see you guys later. Peace out.